Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to react to some more Dark. We're on season 3. I think my frame just froze. Sound was still working though, so I think. But we're reacting to some more Dark. We're on season 3, episode somewhere up there, and I'll let you know in a minute. Oh, well, you know from the title. I'll find out in a minute. Purdy's in place. She got some more medicine today. She's been very demanding lately, and she begs for her medicine, which is weird because it's the only medicine that I haven't had any problems giving to her. It's also liquid, though, so that makes it a little easier. Pills are almost impossible to get down her, even with all of her arthritis. Fangs has been sleeping in the kitty bed right there, and JoJo is usually in that bed right there. I don't see her right now, though. They're probably eating. I heard somebody at the food tray, Buddy or JoJo or both. So, a lot going on. Good news is I am dressed. We've done our errands, and I'm getting ready to do these reactions now because I've got to do some other stuff, and I wanted to make sure I got these in, make sure I stay ahead and don't get behind. There's a lot going on in the show, a lot of confusion, but something I got to thinking about is how come, and I'm sure this is what we're going to find out in the very last episode, but how come Jonas is the anomaly in our world and Martha is the anomaly in the other world? Why is she the Eve? And part of the reason why I'm asking this is because you would think that if she was the counterpart, then Martha wouldn't exist in our world. And I know it just depends on who hooked up with who at what time and when and all that kind of stuff. And although not everything happens at the exact same time in both universes, usually all of the events end up happening. It just might not happen the way they think. I still believe that Claudia found out about the other universe somehow, and that's why she told Adam he doesn't know how to play the game. But I don't know how she found out about it, and maybe that's what we'll find out in this one. I don't know. Our Otherworld Martha has gone back to 1880. I forget what year they were talking about. And I should have realized that was the year from the clothing, but I am terrible with identifying time periods. And in the genealogy groups, they post pictures and say, what era do you think this is? And the experts are saying, and I'm like, okay, sounds good to me. I am terrible with eras, but 1880 something, and they're stuck back there trying to create the God particle that Adam has in 1922, 1923, somewhere in there. JoJo's wandering around. So I don't know. I know what's special about Jonas in our world, and that makes sense on why he doesn't exist in that world. Well, kinda. We still don't know everything about that world. You know, Hannah had this crush on Ulrich the entire time. Was Mikkel never born in Martha's world? And that's why we don't have a Jonas. Or not that Mikkel wasn't born, but he never went back to 1980, whatever. Is that the anomaly in Martha's world? But it still doesn't explain why Martha's the anomaly. So, a lot of questions. I have been thinking about it. I did go through and look at the interactive website a little bit more. And the girl that I couldn't figure out who it was that was in the future, 2050, whatever, is Silja. I still don't know Silja's role, and I actually didn't finish looking through her stuff for season two. I still don't know what her role is, but that's her name. And I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. And I don't know why they didn't say what her name was at the very beginning, but now they are saying what her name is. I don't know what happened to make it no longer a secret. So, all right. On that note, let's go ahead and get into it and see how confused we're going to be now. Okay, so this is episode 3, and this one's called Adam and Eva, or Adam and Eve. So we're going to probably learn more about Eve's side of stuff, I would assume, because we've learned some about Adam. Not a lot, but some. So let's find out. And I do have my strawberry salad to finish, so you'll see me munching on that. And I think that's it to catch you up on. Nice summer storm. What time period are we? I don't know if it's summer,
That's when
fall,
I
winter.
knew, round and round, one
Trifecta.
destiny linked to the next. A thread, blood
Sigmundus.
red, connects all our actions.
Eridane. However you say that word, the play. So that's been a constant theme also, and that's also one of the things in the interactive website under the what category. And I can't tell if his eyes are just really blue, like gray blue, or if he's blind, maybe. I was getting ready to say it was Mickle, but it's not Mickle, obviously. So all of the different, that said for Charlotte. Now, Noah gave that pocket watch to Lisbeth, Liz, whatever we're calling her, to give to her mother, Charlotte, in our world, our time period, 2019. But I think the pocket watch, hold on, Noah is supposed to be Charlotte's father, but the double connotation, that's not really the right word for the pocket watch, is the watchmaker raised her as, he played the grandfather role with her. So I'm thinking of the right characters, right? Or am I mixing them up again? I just checked out a Discord server, met some new folks, and somebody said, ooh, when they found out I was reacting to dark, and I said, don't get too excited. I stay confused and I mess things up. But I think it's Charlotte that the grandfather brought, that the time maker raised. But the young time maker also interacted with Claudia and, oh, I forget the other girl, when they were teenagers. Or, yeah, teenagers. And we still don't know who Charlotte's mother is. So is Charlotte's mother maybe, because Charlotte did say at one point things are connected to her. Is her mother Martha in the other universe? Maybe. I mean, we've got some really fucked up stuff going on in this show. So why not add that to it? That would be really messed up, wouldn't it? I did see we've got a show called Fubar. It's on Netflix now. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know if it's any good or not. It says it's a comedy series, but the only Fubar I know is fucked up beyond all reason or all reality. So I don't know if that's what Fubar stands for that show or not. All right. So the pocket watch, this guy does not look like any of the characters we know so far. Plus, it's in the 1880s something, it seems. We've got the horse and carriage, and I know they had motorized vehicles in the 20s. So
in the eternity of time.
Oh, this guy. So the little boy, so that was way back. That was probably early 1800s because this guy was in the 1880s with our small group who were trying to figure out how to get back to the future. And I forget what name they called him. Did they just kill the coach guy? I forget what they're called.
He that has eyes to see and ears to hear may
Adam.
convince himself
I
that
mean,
no
not Adam.
mortal can guard a
Noah.
secret.
Not necessarily Noah. I don't know if that's Noah. That's the middle-aged man that's been going around with the three men of different ages that have been going around killing people. Coachman, is that the word I was trying to think of earlier?
You are one of their kind. A traveler.
Oh, I was going to say an alien.
All those years,
There's the
they
garage.
said my father was insane.
I meant to make sure I'm using that word correctly. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Isn't it French for cheese cutter? Garot. Oh, no. I spelled it close enough that it gave me the right definition. But yeah, I'm using the right word. All right, moving on. That was strange up close movement. Adam and Eve.
You remember what you said to me? Under the bridge?
Nope.
A glitch in the Matrix.
But why? Why you
You
two?
wanted
An ID card on the body.
So, in this world, they did not remove the ID from Mads.
The detective was a drunken moron. And me, I swore that I could do it all better. That was
The
33 years ago.
drunken moron Tiedemann. Oh, we're doing that thing again. It's going to mess me up. Now, going back, so Francesca, I don't know why I trip on that, has her hair done that way, and Magnus is with her. The woman that was with the fella when they entered the room with Adam, excuse me, strawberry burps. The woman had her hair in a low bun like that. So was I right in saying that that was Francesca that was with Matt? Because he called the other guy Magnus, and it is possible it's a different Magnus, but I think it's the same ones based on this show. Hi, little girl. What are you doing? She says, I smell strawberries. I like strawberries.
Tell them! Tell them who Adam really
Schoolyard
is!
fight again? Because that was the same two that were fighting at the very first episode, right? Over Martha.
should she live? Tell me.
Of course she should live.
Come on, what did you take?
What does he think they took? The coin? And did they record all three seasons like all at once so that the kids didn't age too much? Doing the same thing that Katerina did to her. So she was checking the hair length, doing the sniff test.
I'll put this in his office.
And who is she pregnant with? She going to go to the kid's house?
Did you see anything else?
No.
She saw the woman
What else?
covered in tar or whatever.
Where are you going?
I'd like to know
Everything
too,
repeats
Magnus, don't
itself.
worry.
Again and again. For all eternity.
Why is she sneaking out? A different light source? I don't understand what she's trying to set him on, what path she's trying to set him on. In other words, she's telling him not to leave Martha alone, but to what avail? What's going to be different?
Let me prove to you that I can.
She's going to show him the machine? The rain is making me even more cold.
It's the last one I have. It's the only way I can go back again.
That's right, they were trying to figure out how to find uranium in this world at this time. So they're there to kill her?
That is, Martha must perish. So that all others can live.
So is that not really Martha, or is it Martha? Since she's talking third person. Is she going to find wallpaper? Maybe a different pattern of wallpaper? Oh, red string. I think I actually have a penny with that word on it. In my grandfather's world coins stuff. So in this world, Helgi is missing his eye, kind of like how Waller had a damaged eye in our world. Does that mean that there's no messed up ear? Or is his ear still messed up too from being beaten by Ulrich?
Can I see Killian?
Gillian?
That's right, I couldn't remember who Killian was. Eric's brother. That's a nice picture.
I want to return it.
In exchange for getting Charlotte back. Well, now her fingerprints are on it.
Do you recognize it?
He's confessing, apparently.
But they're not going to believe him, are they?
It was him.
What are you saying?
It was him.
So, Helga's talking a little bit differently in this world, which makes sense. You know, things are a little bit different. But he's saying Ulrich killed Mads?
Last night in the woods, you told me that. Your future self.
So the woman all in tar and stuff was
I know how completely insane all
Martha?
this sounds. For a
Does that
while,
mean
I thought
Jonas
it
saw
was all
himself in the
ridiculous,
first
too.
season? It's weird to see Magnus with short hair. We've got the start of the God particle. Take too much energy. Ah, she lied. She just needed to give him the material to be able to start the God particle so that they can move forward. I do like that one's time travel effects better. Why is he staring down Bartosz? Interesting song to pick for this. Now the tunnel doesn't work right now, does it? So let there be light is the counterpart to Sigmundus, whatever the phrase is. Are we at the end of the episode already? Oh, I was going to say, didn't feel long enough. Back to the Future. Which world? So Martha's world. Oh. Don't know which world we're in yet.
Did you give it to him?
Oh, that's Adam. We're in our world. So I thought she was working for
You
Eve,
did the
or
right
for
thing.
herself. Looks like a desert. They back in the dinosaur age? Oh, it's been
What is
forested.
this?
Deforestation. Wow. Deforested and
Where
never
are
grew
we?
back. Tis you.
Welcome to the future.
That voice didn't quite fit, but that's okay. Is that Martha's World of 2053? Ah, questions, questions. And it's freezing, isn't it? It's just freezing. That's why you're huddling up so close. She always huddles up close. Doesn't matter if it's 100 degrees outside. Huh. So Adam's manipulating Otherworld Martha, and Otherworld Martha Eve is manipulating Jonas Adam. Still hasn't explained anything. Still don't understand how we've gotten to where we're at, other than Martha and Jonas appear to be the yin and the yang, but is the way of the light and Sigmundus, whatever, basically the same thing? Are they both fighting for what they think is the right thing, which is the wrong thing for everybody? As I was trying to think if it would be too spoilery. I'm going to go ahead and say it. As Negan would say, you always believe that you're not the bad guy. So, does that apply here? I didn't realize it still was fairly short. So, it was 58 minutes. I don't know if I talked much or not. And as I've been editing the dark episodes, I've noticed I've been talking less and less, probably because I'm confused more and more. But I don't have a lot to say just because there is a lot of confusion and I still have the same questions I've had. And I'm trying hard not to mix up my characters and their stories, but I feel like I am. But at any rate, we're going to stop it here. Go ahead and watch the next episode. So thank you all for watching this one with me. I said it differently. I forget how I always say it. At any rate, thanks for watching this one with me. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.